Assalamu alaikum. This is Shauruk Mujumdar welcoming you all to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Warrants issued by ICT against 26 accused in Abu Said killing during July-August uprising. Four people sent to prison in connection with Muradnagar rape case. Import-export operations at Chittagong port resume in full swing after 2 days' halt. Old vehicles gradually to be removed as 250 new vehicles to be purchased, inform Environment Advisor Sayyid Rizwana Hassan. Israel bombards in Gaza City after ordering Palestinians to flee. And PSG and Bayern Munich secure spots in FIFA Club World Cup quarter-final. Those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. The International Crimes Tribunal ICT today issued arrest warrants against 26 accused in crimes against humanity case lodged over the killing of Abu Said during the July-August mass uprising. The three-member panel of ICT, led by Justice Muhammad Nazrul Islam Chaudhry, passed the order after taking the formal charge submitted by the prosecution into cognizance. The court adjourned the hearing of the case till July 10th. Earlier in the morning, the prosecution team, led by senior prosecutor Mizanul Islam, filed the formal charge against 30 accused at the office of the ICT registrar. The prosecution later informed the ICT about the matter. The investigation agency of the International Crimes Tribunal filed its probe report on June 24th in the case lodged over the killing of Abu Said during the July mass uprising, bringing charges against 30 people. The first tribunal on June 15th had granted the prosecution 1 month to submit the investigation report in the case. 4 people have been sent to jail by the court in connection with the case of rape, recording of videos and circulating these on Facebook in Kumilla's Muradnagar. The accused were produced before the Kumilla District Judge Court yesterday evening, where Judge Muminul Haq of the 11th Judicial Court ordered their imprisonment. The main accused, Fajr Ali, was arrested in an injured condition and is currently receiving treatment at the Police Lines Hospital. Police said that he will be produced before the court once he recovers. Earlier on Saturday, during a late-night operation, police arrested 4 individuals involved in filming the video from various areas of Muradnagar. On Sunday morning, the rape accused Fajr Ali was arrested from Saidabad in Dhaka. After a 2-day halt, import and export operations at Chittagong port resumed in full swing from this morning. Containers are being loaded and unloaded from ships, and goods are being cleared at the port due to the shutdown program called by the NBR Reform Unity Council. Activities at Chittagong Customs House and all other customs houses and revenue stations across the country had been suspended from Saturday until 9:30 p.m. last night. Following a meeting with business leaders in Dhaka last night, the NBR Reform Unity Council leaders announced the withdrawal of the program. Officials at Chittagong Customs said operations resumed last night after the program was called off. From this morning, all types of import-export activities are back in full swing. As of this morning, 310 containers have been unloaded from ships. The loading and unloading of containers from ships that had been stuck due to the shutdown have resumed. A container vessel carrying export goods also departed from the port in the morning. Chattogram Port Secretary Muhammad Omar Farooq stated that as customs officials and staff withdrew their program, The loading and unloading of containers, their transfer, goods clearance and all import-export operations at the port have resumed in full capacity. Old vehicles will gradually be removed from the roads and 250 new vehicles will be purchased. Environment, Forest and Climate Change Advisor Sayyid Rizwan Hassan shared this information with reporters today following a discussion at the Secretariat with a visiting delegation of Chinese experts on air pollution control in Dhaka. The Environment Advisor stated that short, medium and long-term plans are being adopted to combat pollution. She added that a working committee will be formed to tackle air pollution and necessary measures will be taken in coordination with various agencies. To reduce dust and pollution, she announced that a no-brick kiln zone will be declared around Dhaka this year to provide relief to city residents. She also mentioned that repair work on dilapidated roads will be completed by October. Environment, Forest and Climate Change Secretary Dr. Farheen Ahmed and other senior officials of the ministry were present at the event. Now, international news. Israel has launched dozens of airstrikes across Gaza, with northern Gaza City in its crosshairs after the military issued forced evacuation threats, raising fears of an intensified ground assault. Israeli forces killed at least 73 Palestinians in Gaza since dawn, with dozens wounded, including in an attack on Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital in Deir el-Balah. Egypt's foreign minister says his country is working on a new Gaza deal that includes a 60-day ceasefire in exchange for the release of some Israeli captives. Israel's war on Gaza has killed at least 56,531 people and wounded 133,600. The U.S. must rule out any further strikes on Iran if it wants to resume diplomatic talks, Tehran's deputy foreign minister has told the BBC. Majid Takhtravanchi says the Trump administration has told Iran through mediators it wants to return to negotiations, but had not made their position clear on the very important question of further attacks while talks are taking place. Israel's military operation, which began in the early hours of 13th of June, scarped a sixth round of mainly indirect talks set to take place in Muscat 2 days later. The U.S. became directly involved in the conflict between Israel and Iran last weekend when it targeted 3 Iranian nuclear sites in a bombing raid. Takhtravanchi also said Iran will insist on being able to enrich uranium for what it says are peaceful purposes, rejecting accusations that Iran was secretly moving towards developing a nuclear bomb.